Hello everyone, Chris Profi, Musically Obsessed. Hope everyone's doing really well out there. I'm going to enter another contest today. Like a lot of you have said, there are a lot of contests going around. There's a lot of threads going around. I think the thing is we're all home and we're bored and we still want to be creative and we still want to listen to music. So I think these ideas are just flowing. I know I put a couple threads out there, just a lot of contests. I've entered quite a few contests. This is a contest from Beth over at B-Side Records. I've just recently started watching her videos. I subscribed about a week or so ago. And just a really creative person. I love her threads she sends out. This contest is really creative. If you have not already, and I'm sure most of you have, check out Beth over at B-Side Records. She's got a great collection of music, and like I said, she's very creative. Just love her thread ideas and her contest ideas. This is a contest called Game On, and there are 5 questions, and they are all associated with board games in some way. And what she wants us to do is use anything, cassettes, CDs, vinyl, movies, comic books, anything we want to connect to these games. So I thought it was kind of interesting. Definitely piqued my interest, and it's creative as well. So here we go, let's get into it. Question 1 has to do with the game Connect 4. Remember that game? I love that game. I still like to play Connect 4. What we have to do is show you 4 things that are linked in some way. Okay, so let me show you. I've got an album by the band Black and Blue called In Heat. I've got 2 albums by the band House of Lords. This is their second album, Sahara, and this is their self-titled album. And then I've got an album by Keel called The Right to Rock. What is Keel, House of Lords, the 2 House of Lords albums, and Black and Blue, how are they linked? Well, I'm going to tell you. They are all produced by Gene Simmons. Yes, Gene Simmons from Kiss. Gene Simmons had a hand in producing many of the Kiss albums, but these are actually 4 albums that were produced by Gene Simmons that are not Kiss albums. There are others too, but I don't have those, so I wanted to show you the ones that I do have. So again, these are all linked because these are produced. These are non-Kiss albums produced by Gene Simmons. All really good albums too. All happen to be kind of in, I guess this is another link as well. They all kind of happen to be in that 80s hard rock genre as well. So very cool. All right, next, we're going to focus on the game Monopoly. Something of sentimental value. Well, the first thing that comes to mind are my kids. So here's a picture of my kids. This is my daughter, Rebecca, and this is my son, Alan. This is taken a couple years ago. Rebecca now is 15 years old, and my son, Alan, is 13. This was a trip that we took to a place in Pennsylvania called Dutch Wonderland. And I think we were waiting to get on the Zoom Flume ride, I believe. I love my kids. When this question came up, I'm like, you know what? Got to put some love out there for my kids. So, I'm very lucky. They are both very good kids. They've always done really well in school. They're smart. They're smarter than I am. Yeah. I love them, so I wanted to show you guys, and that's definitely something of sentimental value to me. All right, next. Moving from sentimental to murder. Okay, the next question has to do with the game Clue, and we have to have a murder theme to this. So I'm going to show you a movie. This is one of my favorite horror movies. This is called The Changeling, which came out in 1980. It stars George C. Scott, who does a phenomenal job in this movie, and Trish Van Devere, is it? I'm not sure. This is a classic early 80s horror movie. It does involve the murder of a child, but I'm not going to tell you much more than that, because if you have not watched this movie, you've got to check it out. George C. Scott does a phenomenal job in this movie. It's a creepy, creepy movie. It just gets under your skin. It's one of those movies, after you finish watching it, like 2 hours later, a day later, 3 days later, you'll be thinking about specific scenes in it. You're going, oh my God. Yeah, it's like one of those things that just kind of, it's a repeated creepiness. It keeps coming back. So if you have never seen The Changeling and you like, I want to say like a horror movie, more along the lines of like a Rosemary's Baby or like any of the Hitchcock movies. It's got sort of that vibe to it. Just a real great story, creepy as hell. Check out The Changeling. Murder. Next, question 4. We're going to concentrate on the game Battleship. And for this question, we just have to show something with a ship or a boat in it. So one of my favorite bands, the Monkees, this is their album, The Birds, the Bees, and the Monkees. Look at what they're hanging out on there. Yes, a boat. Looks like, yeah, all 4 of them are hanging out on there. This is a great album, by the way. And the last question, this has to do with Trivial Pursuit. This is interesting. What Beth wants us to do is we have to put a question out there to the VC. And if you answer it correctly, then I go back and tell Beth that you got it correct, and you might get a bonus question or bonus chance to win something. So I'm going to put a question out there. If you know the answer to it, let me know. And then I'm going to let Beth know that you got it right. Very cool. All right, so here's my question. What band did Deep Purple's original singer, Rod Evans, sing for after Deep Purple? So let me say that again. What band did Deep Purple's original singer, Rod Evans, sing for after Deep Purple? So if you know the answer, let me know, and I'll shoot a message over to Beth to let her know that you know. I'll have my people tell her people, your people tell my people, then my people tell her people, and then all the peeps will get together, and I don't know, something will happen. So that's the contest. Thought it was cool. Got me thinking this morning. Thank you, Beth. So again, if you have not checked out B-Side Records, most of you have already, but if you have not, spread the word. She's got a great channel, great ideas, very creative woman, and I'm looking forward to checking out more of her videos. So listen, enjoy the rest of your day, listen to music, and play some games.